Well, hey guys, it's Viejo here, and we're in the first week of December in 2025. Boy, year's rolling by fast for me. I don't know about you guys anyhow. Hey, nice day here on the Central Coast of California. Weather's been good, mid-60s, okay, and no wind, no fog. It's a great time of year for us. This is part one of episode 33 of Wadcutter Wednesday. And I've got a kind of an interesting one for you. I actually picked up this mold after I started the series. Came up on eBay and I looked at it and said, okay, I gotta have that for the Wadcutter Wednesday series. And I got it relatively inexpensive. It's an old mold. It's not in real good shape. Well, it was okay shape. It was really dirty and needed a lot of cleanup and whatnot. So let's get in here and take a look at this mold. It's a duplex mold, okay, 2-for-1. It's a twofer. Okay, it casts the Lyman 358-91, which is a Type 2 button nose wadcutter, and it casts the 358-101, which looks a lot the same, except it's only about half the size. It's a 75 grain wadcutter. It's like you put this little split pea into your 38 special case, and when we get to next week's segment here with the shooting, you'll see, man, it's a pea shooter. It's fun anyway. Let's go ahead and take a look at the mold and then we'll come back. Here's this Lyman combo mold. It's got a 358-91, which is a about 150 grain wadcutter bullet. You can see the cavity there, and by the time you see this, you probably have already seen me cast, load, and shoot this one. But it also has the number 101, which is about a 75 grain, I think. Real short little wadcutter bullet. Okay, this mold was not in very good shape when I got it. You can see we've got some wear around the alignment pinholes. We got, you know, little pit right there. The edges are not real sharp. I think that it will cast okay. It's got some evidence that it's been dropped right there on that corner. It did not have handle bolts, but I knew that when I bought it, but I've got plenty of spare parts for Lyman molds. And it was just not in real good shape. There was some, let's see, was it on this one? Yeah, some light pitting up here on this surface. The other one was pretty slick, and it almost looks to me like somebody polished that up a little bit and then didn't do it on this side. I don't think that's going to hurt anything. We'll see. I mean, there's some around the edges of this cavity right here. See that? And we're going to see what the bases look like. All right. But you know, again, it was an unusual mold. Oops. Hang on. And that's why I picked it up. It wasn't particularly expensive for me, but I thought, oh, that's different. So the other hardware, you know, the typical Lyman sprue plate bolt, little bitty set screw, and a lock ring, that's pretty standard. Sprue plate itself, okay, you know, not perfect, but not horrible either. We'll see how it behaves at the pot. The sprue plate stop pin, a little macerated up too. So this guy has seen some action here and there. But if it casts well, you know, if the cavities do their job, everything on the exterior is just cosmetic. It's nice to have them look nice, but you know, if they don't, they don't. If it casts a good bullet, we'll be happy. So we're going to put some the old style short Lyman 2-cavity handles on this guy, and we'll get her under the pot and see what happens. All right, so there's a mold. I did get it all cleaned up, and and got it ready to cast. And so we'll take a look at the casting here next. And you know, if you're watching on YouTube, I can't show you the casting part. I'll show you the finished product and so forth, like I always do. If you want to see the casting part, you got to go over to my Rumble channel, where we don't have the restrictions there. And you go to rumble.com and type in my channel name, which is just Walter Bunning, all run together like that. You could also try in your search engine, just try hashtag #wadcutterwednesday, and that will probably lead you over to my Rumble channel. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get them cast up, and I didn't do a very good job casting, admittedly. The mold, I ran it a little bit too cold, and you'll see the edges of the grease grooves and so forth. It didn't come out very sharp, but I ran with it. It's just going to be kind of a fun one to go shoot anyway. We had a separate video, I think, on the 358-91. Anyway, so I kind of want to focus on that 101. Every once in a while I see another mold come up with that little bullet, you know, just as a single cavity mold or something. And a couple times I've been tempted to grab another one, but I thought, nah, I got this one and we'll use it. Fun to go shoot, as you're going to find out next week. It's really interesting what happens with it. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get some of these cast up. Okay, here's this bigger one. Okay, it came out pretty well. Again, you know, bevel base. Looks okay. And there's our little guy, and he's a plain base. Boy, that's tiny, isn't it? Maybe well, just a little bit of a, not really a fin, just a seam up there on top. Won't hurt anything. Right, we'll keep going here. Okay guys, we got 25 of each of these, the 358-91 and the 358-101. Okay, there's the long and the short of it right there. So we'll get them weighed and measured and powder coated and get back to you here momentarily. Here's the data on our 358-101 and 91 combo mold from Lyman. Okay, we ran these both at 710 degrees with Viejo #1 alloy. That's our 9532 more or less. The number 101, the little one, came out at 76 grains. It was rated at 75 grain. The number 91, the full-size wad cutter, came at 144 grains, but it was rated at about 150, I think. Anyway, that's what we got today. As far as diameters, they were both right in there at 359. Overall length, that 101.396. Okay, not even a ½ inch long, that little dude. And the 91.588. And then the smaller one, the 101, only 0.190 from the base up to the top of the crimp groove, whereas the 91 goes 0.445. Okay, there's our info. Okay, here come the Lyman 358-90. There's the Lyman 358-91 and 101. Those are done up in Eastwood Ruby Red. It's probably my favorite red these days. It's a deep dark red, very, very nice color. Goes on well too, as you can see. All right, there you go. Even though I did cast up some of the number 91s, which is kind of the standard 148 grain butt nose wad cutter, we're focusing on that little 75 grain 101 to go shoot. So we'll do that next week. We'll get into the shooting. I'll shoot them out of one of my single action revolvers and have some fun at the range with it. Hope nobody's watching. Anyway, I think that'll do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed that and got something out of it. Tune in next week, and don't forget to check out the SixShooter Texans video series on airgun wad cutters. He's up to episode 12 or something like that already on his, and there's a link in the description box for you. Okay, that's going to do it from the Viejo bench. For now, that's all she wrote.